I am gonna set up the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff unpackaged here. I'm gonna put the rain mount and the cradle. I already got my ball hung. While you were out there, I quick did that. So I'm gonna screw, and all the parts come with it except this ball. That's usually keep a couple. This guy comes, rain mount kit comes in the kit. And I'm gonna take it apart here. We got a set of screws as well that comes with it, long and short. And I'm gonna take the one side off, and I'm gonna leave it in the box because we're not gonna use it, because I got my easy ball here. Makes it a lot easier to take it in and out of here if you have to, if you're switching it from tractor to tractor, or all in all just a little bit simpler. This guy screwed onto here. Brought my screwdriver, otherwise I'd have to use my Leatherman. And those extra parts in here. Tighten this guy down. I also went ahead and put a power connector on there. It will usually be open, but I got my van here, so I know what I got all sorts of parts with me, so if I'm doing the install, I usually make it pretty nice. I should say always. Just hang this guy back here after I'm done. And then I'm gonna take this guy apart. I'm gonna run the one side out in the back, plug it into the hitch, and then the Y here is the one that gets plugged into the cradle. And this is our power connector here, and this other side we'll run outside through here. Well, there we go. What's that? Well, most it's got a little channel over in the back side here. Sure. And yeah, some tractors like the John Deere's come with a rubber that have a slit in it, and you just take it apart, stuff it in there, and then throw it out the window. Throw the monitor in here, and then we'll go outside and plug all our stuff in, and then we're going to fire it up here. And
so you're done wiring it?
Yeah.
Inside the truck. That's how easy it is.
Yep. Well, it's even easier if you got all your connections and everything in here.
Let's plan out a little bit and make this whole thing a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep, that is it. I must have. It should not have turned on though. I must have pinned my end in the wrong one. It must be number. There's number 2. Take this guy out of here once. I'll shut off. It's got no power. I'll shut off here in a second. I gotta get my pin pusher. I put the wrong pin in the one side. I got the monitor plugged in, I got power hooked up, and I got the hitch cable plugged in. Turn on the key, and then it's hooked up on switch power, so it'll turn on with the key switch. Should turn on with the key switch.
No, it did, but there it goes.
Let it power up. At the shop we usually test them to make sure everything works and everything's set up, so we're just going to verify that hooked up to power and everything turns on and both modules turn on. And a different day we'll make sure everything actually flows. We don't have no pump hooked up today. But normally we would run a drop test, catch test in the back to make sure everything's running. So main screen is up, OnSite FMS button. We'll click on that guy. And it already says status green, so that means it's good to go. But I'm going to go in Tools, Module Info. I'm going to confirm that I got wired selected. It's green dot next to it. I got Module 1, Module 2. It was on, so we're just going to go back and refresh it. So if you refresh it, even up here, it'll just refresh it. And when there's green dots, it means it's running. So there we go. So we're going to go back into Tools. Connection setup that's where you would set it up from wired or Bluetooth. And then when we go in here, we'll go into Module Setup and go in here, and that's where you can set them. That's an 8-channel board, but we're just running two 12s, and they're both in product 1. So that's the way we would do that. So we'll go home. We'll go into our run page. Both of them are on. And up here in gallons, he's going to run 15 gallons to the acre. And when you do setup, we're on 30-inch spacing, and that's our flow cal for 3/8 flow meter. And we keep the averaging at 1. Again, it's all set up at the shop, at the factory here. And we shouldn't have to really change nothing unless we get a different application we're going to be putting it in. So all that stuff is all ready to go. We got a self-test speed button. So if we run it here in the shop to make sure everything's running, we'd just turn it on and run the rate controller, and it would see our lines. We do not have anything hooked up for pumping water at this moment, but we will make sure it all runs and is ready to go before he goes to the field. Down here you can see we got one board on 6 rows on one board and 6 rows on the other board. We're running a 12-row strip till. So that should cover all that stuff. Green status is go. And then when we shut our tractor back off at the end of the day, it's gonna go offline and it will shut back off. In 30 seconds.
You can wait for it or not.
Yeah. There it goes.
So that's it.
That is it. That's all it takes to put the monitor in the cab.
That's right, yo, because if you want to know, there's only one place to go, and that's Benco, bencoag.com.